Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Jets.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Carr right away going to look to throw. There's Chris Olave.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And the Saints first down.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Quentin Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Carr. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11.
Take over 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Through the middle of the field.
And the way in. Touchdown, New York. Alan Lazard, 57 yards. And
Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Carr now to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little bit of attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Carr. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, so.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and
Throwing is Rodgers.
35-yard line.
And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Carr now on first down. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he gets it just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Saints.
Now Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out right at the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Running with Kamara. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Little short pass here to Hill. There he goes, left side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. A give to Kamara running right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Kamara trying again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 and the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them.
And this time he is in. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down.
And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I tell you what, this was a much-needed drive and a much-needed touchdown at the end of this drive. They had not done much of anything in this first half, but here they put all the pieces together, and they get the score right before the half.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And now they're in the hurry up. pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
First down and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down, New Orleans.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's Carr to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Kamara up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw his Carr.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jets 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On play action, now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here is third down and 4.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he loses the football a second time.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
Now Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Into the red zone, it's Carr.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Inside.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Time not on their side. They've got 1 timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinator.
Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 21 yards away.
And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Taking it right down Broadway.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw. Open man, here is Cobb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Dancing to his left. This is Lazard with a catch out left. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Cook diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.